And we have our in-house facilitator in our midst, our trade rep covering Port Harcourt in the Southeast region, Mr. John Nwokedi. He will be facilitating the training for today. And tomorrow, we are going to have the external facilitator who will anchor the training for tomorrow. So I want us to relax, pay attention to the training and grab all that you need to grab from the training so that from tonight, when you set out in the market from tomorrow, you can begin to do so much greatly. So we are welcome. And before I call on the facilitator to come on board, I want to use this medium. I don't know if our guests at the head office, if they are already in the house with us. But in case they are not yet here, they will be joining us as we go on in the training. So I want to welcome every one of them into this training. In this training today, we are having all KDS Field Force team. In this training, we are having all the promoters, we're having the trade reps, we're having the merchandisers, and the management staff in KDS, and also our guys at the head office. So we welcome everyone to this training. Mr. John Nwokedi, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Tony. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
I hope we can all hear me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please, for those who are unable to join the Zoom meeting, a link will be shared now. A YouTube link will be shared where you can also join the meeting. Unfortunately, we can't do much more than 100 right now on the Zoom. So please, if you look, at the WhatsApp, our WhatsApp group, a YouTube link will be shared by Tony so that others can join in through YouTube. It may be a bit slow, but at least you'll be able to catch up with us. Once again, welcome. Okay, as we all know, for some time now, we've been talking about the Galaxy A3 core. One of our newest entry-level devices in the market. And for some of us who have noticed, we've been running some activations. Actually, activation started earlier this week on the Galaxy A3 core in some location. And it is imperative that for this device to sell, we need to grasp or know the benefits of the Galaxy A3 core. Of course, you can't sell what you do not know. So it's important we know what the A3 core entails, the benefits to our customers.
Ada.
Of course, Mr. Solomon has done a lot of work about. Please kindly mute your devices or mute your, please. Solomon has done justice to this. Solomon has done justice to the Galaxy A3 core a lot of times. So many times, and our trade reps, individual trade reps, are also in their own capacity.
I've moved it.
on the essential benefits of the Galaxy A3 core. Please, it is important, just like we have been told, and we are being told on a daily basis, that the sale of A3 core is an important task for every promoter, for everybody. It is very, very, very important. Now, to start off with what, of course, we already know, we'll just look at some of the things we already know and then the benefits of the Galaxy A3 core. Number one has to do with the 4G connectivity of the device. 4G connectivity of the device compared to devices that have either 3G or 2G in the market. Even with the price range, you can enjoy 4G connectivity on the Galaxy A3 core. That is one good benefit customers stand to benefit. On the Galaxy A3 core. Can we all please mute our devices? Please.
I don't know why they choose to use this room. That web was better.
Can we all mute?
Okay. No, you believe you know the name make
Another essential benefit of the Galaxy A3 core has to do with data saving.
The meeting already started. A3 call they talk about. You get link where they share or they say you use YouTube. Say the Zoom already can't contain more than 100. So you get link where they share for KDS. Now just click that link.
I'll call you then.
Okay.
Please, those who know the voices of these people talking should call them and advise them or teach them how to mute their devices.
Honestly,
please.
honestly, on
Seriously,
the screen,
I just
they
don't understand.
Okay, let's continue. So like I was saying earlier, the data saving mode on the Galaxy A3 core for customers who complain a lot about data consumption. You can efficiently save data up to about 28% on the Galaxy A3 core. Now there's an option on the device for you to activate to save your data on the Galaxy A3 core.
If
you try to touch this,
I'll throw
I will deal with you squarely.
more light
Is that not
on
that motor?
later.
Will I hit that motor? Are you stupid?
So all those stress, I know find out just until after my
You cannot maintain one life.
Hello, sorry, John. Can you please mute everybody? This background voice is coming is not good. Can you please mute everyone, John, please?
All right, I'll do that now.
Friday. So I'm alive. I don't see like
Are we good to go now? Okay. Now, one important thing you need to know about the Galaxy A3 core has to do with the OS, the operating system running on the device. Of course, it comes with Android 10. However, the special thing about the Android version there has to do with the fact that it runs on the Go edition of Android 10. A lot of people have asked questions about what the Go edition is all about. If you remember, on the Galaxy A2 core, we also had the same thing. What is special about the Go edition? How does it differ from your normal Android running on the A series or the X series? Now, you need to understand something. The Go edition of Android 10 or any Android running on any of our A2 core or the A3 core has to do with the fact that it allows you to run lighter versions of your apps. Now, the advantage of this is that when you launch these apps, you get faster response in terms of launching. Another important thing about this lighter version is the fact that the apps running on these devices are lighter. Take, for instance, the Facebook. The Facebook on a normal on your Play Store is about 60 something MB, but with the light version of the Facebook running on the A3 core, you'll be having about less than 10 MB, thereby creating much more space for you to utilize on that device. So basically, you're running lighter versions of apps on that device, thereby creating more space for you to do other things. And then when you launch those devices, of course, it responds faster. So apps tend to respond faster when you're running them on the Android Go edition on the Galaxy A3 core. Not just on the A3 core, but on devices that run on Android Go edition. That is one unique benefit about the Android Go edition. You have lighter apps that gives you more space, and of course, gives you faster response when you're loading them. So that is one unique thing we need to talk about when we're telling customers about this device. The fact that, yes, when you're launching your apps, you don't experience any form of lag. When you're running apps, you don't experience any form of lag. And of course, you get much more space to do other things on your devices. Another thing we need to understand is the fact that security on the Android Go or the A3 core is enhanced. What do I mean by security? It comes embedded with the Google Play Protect, of course, which helps prevent your device from harmful applications. So customers do not need to install any form of antivirus. I always say this to promoters. You don't need the antivirus on that device, because embedded on that device, or embedded on the A3 core, is an inbuilt security that protects the device from any harmful application. And of course, we also have the Find My Device, a Google feature that allows you to locate your device in case of either theft or in case it is missing. So you can remotely locate your device with the help of your Gmail, of course, and then wipe important information you might want to wipe if you choose to. So like I said earlier, these lighter applications, you can also get from the Google Play Store. The Google Play Store now has been enhanced with a lot of lighter applications. We have the YouTube Go, you have the Google Go, we have the Facebook Lights, we have the Instagram, lighter versions of apps that can easily run on the Galaxy A3 core on our Galaxy Play Store. Now, another essential thing is the File app on the device. The File app on the device. Now, with the File app, you can easily manage your apps and the Galaxy A3 please, for those trying to come in, please kindly go to the YouTube link and join us on that link. Seems a lot of people who are trying to come in are disrupting the meeting. Please go through the YouTube page. Please go through the YouTube page. Please go through the YouTube page. So for extra space, we have what? Lighter apps on the device. Lighter apps to create much more space for you to do whatever it is you want to do on the Galaxy A3 core. So you don't have apps unnecessarily consuming your data or consuming even the space on your device. For those trying to join the Zoom, please kindly go over to the YouTube link to join. Please. Please. Please.
Hello, John. Please, I don't think I can hear you anymore. Can you go on with the training? Can you go on with the training? I feel like, and also, people are not participating in this training. Like, make it a bit more open. Make it an open conversation. Don't make it look like a cascade, please. So they can all give their feedbacks, their thoughts. So we can all put that together as part of what the feedback is for.
All right. Please, can we kindly mute? Can we kindly mute?
Let's set up
Can we kindly mute?
time, not at night anymore, please.
Can we kindly mute?
So, guys, if you want to say anything, kindly raise your hand. Trainer will give you permission. Can you mute your phone?
Can we mute? So we can allow.
John, can you mute everybody again?
Hello, everyone. Can we try to be civil here?
Can you mute everybody?
We are in a training, and we can still hear some background noise.
Now, the reason why we want to unmute is for us to get feedbacks from you guys also. But unfortunately, some of us are not adhering to instruction. Please kindly mute your microphone. And then if you have any feedback or thought you want to share, please let me know. You can go ahead and share. But for now, kindly mute your microphones. please mute your microphones.
Why do you protest again, Mickey? Because we are in comfort to
Okay, just like I said earlier, I want to get feedbacks from us about the Galaxy A3 core. I wouldn't want to be the only person talking about this. I want it to be a two-way thing. Now, we've mentioned the fact that the benefits embedded in these devices are something we can all sell with. A lot of promoters do not sell with these benefits. That is why we're experiencing low sellouts on this. If we can actually talk about these devices and the benefits accrued to it, we'll be able to do well in terms of sales. The fact that what comes with a 4G connectivity, it's something to sell with. We have competition devices that do not have such, that run on 3G only. The 4G connectivity, it's one good benefit we can run with. The data saving capability of the device is another one. The Find My Mobile, the fact that we can use our Gmail account to locate this device in case it is missed or in case of theft, it's a good one. And of course, the 3000 milliamp battery capacity, it's a good one. And just like I mentioned also, the fact that it runs on the Android Go gives you the opportunity to run lighter apps or lighter versions of your app, like the Facebook Lite, the Google Go, the YouTube Go. Now, with these lighter versions of apps running on your device, you get much more space on the device to even do more. The fact that even these lighter versions of these applications will run smoothly on your device because they are lighter. These are good benefits. Another thing we also I would like to mention is the fact that you have the opportunity to even save some apps on your memory card. I remember during the A2 call, we had that feature on the Android Go. You can actually move some apps into the memory card. Please note it does not support all apps. Very few apps you can move to the memory card, thereby creating more space in the phone memory. That is another good benefit customers can derive from the Galaxy A3 core. So let's have this at the back of our minds. The fact that it's a 5.3-inch screen device, it's a good one. So please, I would want your feedback or what you think about the Galaxy A3 core, or what you think we can do even to make it better or sell better. I'll unmute the microphone or our microphones now. And if you have anything, kindly let us know. You can unmute and share a feedback if you want to. Thank God we have some management staff here who can actually take our feedback on the Galaxy A3 core. Right now, we are running activations in some locations, and it is imperative that we take advantage of this activation to do well on this device, the Galaxy A3 core. And for promoters who are in key dealer stores, dealers that have been selected for these activations, kindly note that say 3,000 Naira discount will be given on the day of the activation. On the day of the activation. So customers even stand the chance of getting it even way, way lower than the RRP on the day of the activation. Please note, this is just for locations meant for the activation. So if you have anything to say, kindly raise your hand.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
My name is Elufeke Chikusonde from Gombe. Sir, okay. You talked about the data saving mode, which is nice, and you also talk about finding my mobile. Sir, yes. I want to ask a question. I hope I can ask a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, I can hear you. Go ahead. Can you go ahead? Okay. If there's any other person that wants to say something, please go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello.
Go ahead, we can hear you. Go ahead, I can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, go ahead, I can hear you. Ask your question or contribution.
So my question is based on things to make our device sales in the market. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Chinasa, I can hear you.
Okay. So I think if they can put something like gifts on those phones, it will be okay. Like in my outlet, I sell it more, but customers are asking if Samsung can put something like a small gift attached to it so that it can make it sell more. That is my own contribution. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Chinasa, thank you very much.
All right, sir.
Any other feedback, question?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. My question is this. I have two things to say, sir.
Okay,
This
go ahead.
find my mobile, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how do you? Is it the Find My mobile? Is it an app you can activate on the phone and connect it to your Gmail?
It's a feature on the device.
Okay.
The Find My mobile, it's already embedded on the device. It's a feature not just on the A3 core. We have it on all our Samsung devices.
Okay.
However, it is peculiar to the A3 core in the sense that you have it. It's a Google app, or it's a Google feature that comes embedded with the device. So all you need is just your Gmail account. But the benefit we have on the other devices is the fact that we can also use the Find My mobile. That has to do with the Samsung account, Samsung's own feature that assists you with locating your device, or if the device is either stolen or you're missing the device, you can easily use the Find My mobile feature on other Samsung devices. However, for the Galaxy A3 core, it's called the Find My mobile, and you require your Gmail to be able to use it. So you don't need to download any app. It's already embedded on the device.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. This is Daniel from Bielsa. My suggestion is this, sir. My suggestion to what the other lady has said.
Okay.
If they can bundle it with a gift, that would be little gift. That is acceptable. And secondly, they should mark down the price a little. That 3,000, they are maybe marking it down for key shots. They should make it a general thing so that the phone can sell faster, because there are some models that are bigger in size that will compete with it. But if the price is a bit lower, I think it's easier to market on that note. And lastly, if they can maybe put another little incentive on top of it so that promoters will have a motivating factor to as well push it. So this is my suggestion, sir.
Okay, Daniel, thank you very much. Mentioned price, and of course,
Good evening, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead.
That's me,
Can I say
again.
something?
Please,
Before you go ahead,
okay.
Can I say something?
Okay.
Daniel was saying something about the price. I think the price is fair enough. Before now, it was 35,000, and then it's been brought down to 32,500.
Yes.
Yeah, so I really don't think price should be an issue at the moment when it comes to the 32,500. Price shouldn't be a major issue. If you actually can sell the device, it's selling it wouldn't be, if you know the benefits of the device or embedded in the device, selling it wouldn't be an issue. It wouldn't be an issue at all. And then you said something about increasing the incentive on it. 1,000 naira incentive attached to the Galaxy A3 core. Well, I really don't know how much you want Samsung to attach to it. But I feel, I feel they are here and they are listening. So, and they are taking note of it. Management will decide that. So it's not left to me to do that. But I know they are here and listening. Okay, Cynthia, go ahead.
John, what was the question?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Okay. Please hold on. Mr. Clement wants to say something.
I was saying that.
Hold on, Sophia. Okay, Mr. Clem, he was saying something about the price, bringing down the price a bit, and also increasing the incentive on the Galaxy A3 core.
We have increased the incentive on the Galaxy A3 core. For non-FSM stores, I understand is 1,000 naira, and
Yes.
for promoters, it's 600 naira, correct?
I think so. Not too sure.
No, it's 1,000 naira.
It's 1,000, right? Okay, I'm correct.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what other increase are we looking for again? In terms of pricing, initially it was priced at 35,000.
Yeah.
We went ahead to bring it down to 32,500.
And currently, with the offer we're running, give for other devices, we're also giving a 3,000 naira discount for those stores being activated. So I think in terms of price points and discount, I think we've done way so much on it already. I would not even say, I think this is the first time that we have a device that is as low as it is and with the offering that we have for it. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, yes, sir.
So does that answer your question?
Okay.
Sir, please, there's something I want to chip into the to what you said.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Feasibility is also needed in the to move the
Sorry, you seem to be breaking, or the line is a bit
hello?
flunky. I can barely hear you.
Okay. Hello, Sam. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I said feasibility is also needed in this on it to make the A3 core sell more. Like adverts, like some people do advert here in Onitsha. There's a radio they normally do the adverts. Okay.
Look at it this way.
Okay.
As salespeople, in my belief, as salespeople, I think the first point of responsibility for us is to ensure that this stock is available in our stores. In terms of visibility, advert, the marketing guys are doing everything they can. And yes, we're not 100%, but I think we keep getting it better by the day. So as time goes on, I'll also be calling you guys for preferred radio stations and preferred channel for communication. So let's just keep this channel open. Let's also keep engaging and keep giving the feedback. We'll also put that in. But first and foremost, our first job as salespeople is just to ensure first of that this stock is available in the store. You understand? In terms of optimal inventory, that every store that we cover or every stores around us are carrying the stock already. If we had done that and we're not able to sell, then it now becomes a different conversation. We say, okay, what do we do to increase the marketing? You understand me?
Yes, sir.
It's a continuous process. It's not a one-off. It's not a closed conversation. It's a continuous process. Understood?
Hello,
Okay,
good evening.
Understood.
Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Sophia.
Yeah,
Sophia,
good evening,
go
sir.
ahead. Go ahead, Sophia.
Okay, sir, please, I want to say something about the price. I think
about the price.
Yes. Why I want to say something about the price is about our competitors. And okay, let me just give an example as Nokia. Nokia has a C1 of C1 and the phone is 4G network at the range of 25,500. Are you getting it?
I will tell you this.
Hello?
I'll tell you this. In terms of price,
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Sophia,
can you hear me, sir?
Sophia, you can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
just hold on, Sophia.
Yes,
hold on, Sophia.
Hold on,
Let him
Sophia.
respond to you.
When it comes to what we're offering, we would not be able to compete in price with competition. I don't think from a price point of view, we should be looking at our products in that level. Yes, but at the same time, we would also not price so high that we are blown out of the market. We are going on a journey. For example, before now, we didn't have a phone that was priced as low as this. So we are going on a journey. So for a phone to be priced as low as this and give the same offering that we have in terms of 4G network and data saving modes and the whole the whole selling point, all the whole benefits of this phone, I think we're also done a lot. We're going on a journey. And I think as time goes on, if you look at even the pricing for A11, M11, A10s, we're pricing better than we used to before. We would not match them price for price. We can't do that because the terms of quality and terms of offering is not the same. But we also do our best to ensure that in terms of what we are offering is not so far off from what is obtainable in the market. Claire?
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, the
Good
last
evening,
question.
sir.
Cynthia, go ahead. The last question, yes?
Okay, so my question is, I noticed that when I set up the customer's phone on A3 call, the carrier is on live.
Ah, the network is bad, Cynthia.
Does it mean that when you send it to the phone, does it? Sir, can you hear me?
Cynthia, your network is
going off.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Cynthia, your network is so bad.
Okay, I said that I noticed that the gallery in A3 call is on light mode. So does it mean that when you send a picture from a bigger phone to A3 call, it diminishes the quality to fit into the light mode?
No, it does not. It does not. Cynthia, it does not.
So what's the essence of the light in the gallery?
I think before now I mentioned the essence of the light apps running on the Android Go. And the essence of the Android Go is to allow you run lighter apps smoothly on your device. So the fact that it is a lighter version does not mean it is less important or to give you a lesser performance. No. Basically, what it means is that it will be lesser in terms of the size. Like your normal Facebook is about 64 MB or so on your Play Store, but the Facebook Lite is going to be giving you something less than 10 MB. But that doesn't mean it won't do the same thing. Same applies to the YouTube Go or the Google Go. So it does not diminish or reduce quality in any way.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Again, good evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to ask a question based on the light apps. You know, it's not all the application we have on Play Store that are on light. Yes. Mostly the banking apps. And what if a customer doesn't want a light app on his phone and is taking more than 10 apps on the phone, on that particular phone?
Again, I understand what you're trying to say. There are some customers who may not want lighter apps on their device. Now, I need to note something. The fact that we don't have some of these apps on the Play Store does not mean these apps will not work on the device. Now, but the thing is, the side effect is that if you download this app on the Galaxy A3 Core or a device running on the Android Go, you might tend to get frustrated when running that app on the device, because the Android Go has been designed in such a way that it will easily work well with lighter apps. Fine, I understand that, yes, customers might want to use their banking apps on the device and all that. Now, if you have such customers, I would advise you recommend an A10s.
Sorry, just to on a lighter note. Sir. On a lighter note, sorry, I just want to ask a question. If I'm buying an A3 core of 32,500, and I can do everything that I can do on an A10s on an A3 core, so why should I buy an A10s? So in a way, we're trying to give you a powerful device that can do a whole lot, but cannot do everything.
Hello,
just look
sir.
at it at that point. Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Please, I want to ask for something. If like now, the phone comes with a lot of benefits. Yes, we all understand. and the benefits are helping us to push the phone, no doubt. But sometimes the customers that we convince to buy these phones complain a lot that Samsung don't give them like maybe all these free pouch, this transparent pouch that most of these phones comes with, like Techno, Infinix, because there's none of Infinix phones that you buy, even from the least to the highest of their phones, all comes with a back pouch, transparent back pouch. Like sometimes the customer, even with the anti-scratch on it, it's okay, but ours is not like that. Then you sell a phone like that for a customer, you tell the customer, don't worry sir, you get the accessories outside. The customer will go, does not see the accessories to buy, and maybe the customer is planning on bringing someone else to buy that phone, and they eventually comes, okay, you told me that we'll get the accessories to buy, I've gone and checked, I've not seen to buy. So my friend wants to buy, but he's holding it back because he's feeling that he will not see the accessories to buy. So sometimes, to my own suggestion, I want to suggest that they should just try and be attaching, even if it's just that back pouch, to entice our customers, or that anti-scratch on the phone that comes with it. The customers will be happy. From there, maybe as time goes by, they'll find the accessories to buy. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I'll take in the feedback and we'll see how we can work with that. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can we move on to the next thing? Shito, do you have anything to say? Okay, let's quickly move on to the next thing. Thank you, Mr. Clement, for throwing more light on this. So please, let's take advantage of these benefits and the activations we're already running, so we can make good sales on the Galaxy A3 core. Please remember, the benefits are important. You cannot sell what you do not know. We need to, at all times, know these benefits, preach these benefits. When we talk about the benefits, the device will end up selling itself. So let's quickly go to the Galaxy Note Galaxy X20 FE, which is one of our newest devices right now in the market. Can you please mute, or let me? The Galaxy X20 FE, like we already know, we just ended the pre-order on the Galaxy X20 FE. And the device is already in the market. The fan edition of the Galaxy X20. It's already in the market and it is selling. So it's also important that we have this device in stock in our various stores. It is very, very important. Now, let's quickly glance through the USPs. I'll be very quick about this because of time. Camera, which is one of the USPs of this device. Camera. What is so special about the camera of the Galaxy X20 FE? If you remember when we talked about, or we were trained on the Galaxy X20 itself, camera was one of the focal unique selling points or benefits of the device. For those trying to come in, please go through the YouTube link to join us. Please go through the YouTube link. Now, one unique thing about the camera of the Galaxy S20 FE has to do with the space zoom of the device. space zoom. With the 30 times space zoom, you can actually bring closer objects or images that are far off. 30 times space zoom. It includes digital zoom that allows you to bring closer images that are far off. Please note this. The 30 times zoom here or space zoom here has to do with digital zoom. A lot of us mistake or confuse the digital zoom with the optical zoom. Now, there are two different things. Now, the digital zoom, basically, when you're using the digital zoom, as you zoom in on objects, it becomes blurry as the object gets closer to you. But with the optical zoom, even with the object close to you, it retains its resolution, or it retains the image just the way it is. So let's understand the difference between the digital and the optical zoom. So with the camera of the Galaxy S20 FE having a 30 times digital zoom, you can actually bring in things or bring objects closer to you. However, you need to understand that with the zoom, the images might be blurred as it draws closer to you. Now, another thing about a wonderful thing about the camera of the Galaxy S20 FE has to do with the single take. The single take, with just one capture, you can get up to 14 different kinds of photos and videos. The single take allows you to, with just one capture, just one tap on the button or the camera button, you get up to 14 different kinds of photos and videos on the Galaxy S20 FE. And another thing about it is the night mode. Now, the night mode is one feature we have not been talking about or telling customers about. It's a very good feature for those who actually hang out at night or who want to take pictures at night. Now, with the night mode, you can take clear pictures at night. So these three unique benefits accrued or attached to the camera of the X20 FE makes it even much more a premium device to look out for and to sell to our customers. Now, another USP of the device has to do with the display. The display. The 120 has super smooth refresh rate on the Galaxy X20 FE. That is one thing that is unique. When I saw the 120 Hz transition rate on the Galaxy S20 FE, I was so elated because I felt it was just going to be stop at or on the Galaxy X20 and the Note 20 series. But when I heard it was introduced on the X20 FE, I was like, wow, this is a very good feature Samsung has introduced to this device. Now, a lot of us do not understand this. Now, the fact that you have 120 Hz refresh rate on your device makes your viewing experience and your surfing experience on the device very, very seamless. Very, very seamless experience on your device. And of course, with your Infinity O display, which is not new, we are not new to this. Your Infinity O display on our S series and the Note series, and a Super AMOLED display, full HD plus Super AMOLED displays, you enjoy great visibility under sunlight and you get true to life images when viewing images or when surfing the net or doing one or two things on your device. So please, let's understand this. The 120 Hz refresh rate for very, 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 very smooth experience on the device, and of course, the Super AMOLED display on the device. The third USP or unique selling proposition of this device has to do with the battery, which is one unique selling point we also need to talk about. The 4,500 milliampere battery capacity that can take you a whole day for those who are heavy users on the device. So with the 4,000 milliamp battery capacity, you can use your battery or you can use your device without any worry of your phone running down before you get to charge again. And of course, it supports super fast charge. Super fast charge. It supports super fast charge. Please also note that the device will be coming with a 15 watt charger inbox. It will be coming inbox with a 15 watt charger. However, it supports 25 watts charging. So customers can choose to buy a 25 watt charger in the market and use on the device. It will also support. However, it comes inbox with a 15 watts charger. And of course, the third one has to do with the wireless power share. The wireless power share, we already know, gives you the opportunity to share power or to charge wirelessly devices that support wireless charging. Devices like our smartwatches, our Galaxy Buds Live, our Galaxy Buds Plus. Now, these devices can be charged wirelessly with the Galaxy S20 FE. Not forgetting the fact that it comes with 128 gigabytes of internal memory, which is expandable to 1 terabyte. Expandable to 1 terabyte. And of course, runs on the Exynos 990 in terms of performance. For our region here, we are going to be having the Exynos chipset. Please also note it, the Exynos chipset, and then the 128 gig of internal memory with a 6 gigabyte of RAM. 6 gigabytes of RAM. Now we have 4 colors for our region here that will be ranging. We have the cloud navy, cloud lavender, the cloud mint, and the cloud red. The cloud navy, the cloud lavender, the cloud mint, and the cloud red. Please, at this point, I want to get feedback from you guys. Which of the colors do you think customers would prefer the most? Of these 4 colors, which of the colors do you think customers would prefer?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, go ahead.
My name is Deborah. I'm from Abuja.
Okay.
Okay, with the S20 FE, I have some, in my opinion, some suggestion or concern concerning the device. Why we might be having issues later with this device in terms of sales. The specification of the S20 FE is perfect as far as I'm concerned, but there are so many things that are missing with this device. Like right now, it won't sell as much as it's supposed to sell for a new phone that just came into the market. One, on the box, there is no cover, there is no screen protector, and there is no headphones on the carton. Then the price is another thing. For a phone for a fan edition phone, I think the price is a little bit too pricey. I would say that the specifications are good, but it's a little bit too pricey for a fan edition phone. So that's the issues I have encountered. One, the price. Two, customers are not taking it. Like I sold the phone to a customer and then the person discovered that there was no air jacks and then there was no cover, and the customer was really furious that we're taking almost 300,000 for a fan edition phone and we're not giving cover, and then we're not giving air jack, and then the price is really high. So these are some of the things that will later be a problem when it comes to sales. And right now, even when customers want to purchase the device, they don't have access to the accessories to even protect their phone. Yes, we have Samsung Care Plus to tell them about and everything. Even when you tell them about that, they don't want to go through that process for a new device they just purchased. So these are some of the concerns that I have. Then in terms of color, the blue should be, the cloud blue, I think should be available, because all these other colors are, yes. The other colors are really bright. For people who don't want to go for phones that are really bright, they want to go for that option. And currently my store don't even have that color. So these are just some of the concerns that I have.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you very much. Mr. Clem. Is Mr. Clement here?
Hello, good evening.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, my name is Kelechi. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. I think a little challenge I have, I guess most of our devices come into the market as if we are sneaking them into the market, in the sense that there is no much awareness. Sometimes we get to hear about it from a distributor. You're expecting so phone, and it's very bad. Take Transsion, for example. Even if they want to bring a device to the market, even if that device is less than 100,000 naira, the awareness they put on those devices makes people to anticipate for it even before the device comes out. Yeah. But ours is not like that. I take Port Harcourt for an example. I bet you will go all through Port Harcourt and you will not see one S20 FE on any signage, on any billboard. And yet we just finished pre-order and we're already selling. So I think management needs to look into that. It's as if our devices are sneaking into the market. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Rose.
Okay. About the S20 FE, it's a premium device, yes, because it's on the S series, and customers are not happy with it. I did pre-order for 5 customers, and 3 of them are saying they don't want it again. Reason being that, number one, there's no back cover, there is no earpiece, and the gift items attached to it that were supposed to be available up till now, it's not. So today I lost 2 of my customers. I was able to persuade them. I don't know if they will come back, because they've told madam they want their money back. That's a pre-order customer.
Okay. No,
because he got to know about it from a friend that collected.
Okay.
And another thing why we're skeptical about it is a customer bought a device from us. And we're supposed to give the person a Gear Active. Up till now, there is no communication about it. Nobody has called the customer to tell he or she that, sorry, we cannot give you an Active. We're giving you something else. That is on me already. And this pre-order again too. Please, alert management team is included in this. You should look for a way to sort out my customer for Gear Active. Even if you're going to give him peanuts for that, let him know that he's got something for a promo we communicated earlier. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, first and foremost, let me answer this. For the pre-order customers, please inform the customers that gift items will be delivered to them via DHL.
Okay.
Via DHL, please inform your pre-order customers that they will be delivered via DHL. Then for you said your customer bought
Samsung Z Flip.
Okay, okay.
And the problem is nobody has even called him to tell him, sorry, the Active 2 we communicated earlier is not available. You're getting something else. It's like I lured him into buying it.
I'll follow up with that. Okay. I wish.
Hi, John. Sorry to cut in. Hi, John. Okay. Sorry to cut in. This is Olaoluwa.
Okay.
For the DHL, you have to register a customer on Samsung members. First. So that's very key. Just in case. Okay. All right.
Okay. Did you get that, Rose?
I did. Yes, I did.
And everybody, please also note that for customers who pre-ordered, for them to be able to get the gift via DHL, they need to go to the Samsung members on your device and register. So that's what
I tried doing that yesterday, sir. It was not successful. I mean, the first day I said that was on Thursday. I did. It was not successful. It was not opening. They said no benefit yet.
Okay, probably they are working on it. We'll follow up with that.
So what happens to that customer? And another one today.
The customer will definitely register when the site is live. When it has gone live, definitely customer would register. So it's not too late.
Not that I'm talking too much, but these things ought to be done before we start giving out the devices to the customer. I can't go pursuing them, looking for them to register it on Samsung member. Some customers, they want you to do it there and then, and when you tell them to come back, they will tell you they cannot. They will ask you to come, of which I cannot go to wherever they ask you to do it.
All right, sorry to cut in
Please,
again.
should bring up channel of communication.
Okay, so for anyone that's got issues like that, please get in touch with John. John, please let me know. We can talk to Steven. Steven admin is the admin for Samsung. I guess this is a one-off situation that Steven can help.
Hello, sir. I have such issues. I have such case.
No problems. So for anyone that's
Hello?
got issues, please.
I have such case.
Chinasa, no issue. At the end of this, just let me know. I'll just let me know.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Who is speaking?
It's Ozioma.
Okay, go ahead.
Ozioma. Sir, concerning the S20 FE that you just a phone of 265 without earpiece, without a back pouch. There is an Oppo phone A93. That phone is 8 gig RAM, but this one is 6 gig RAM and 128 gig for 265,000 without earpiece, without a back pouch. But that phone of 150 thereabout, or 150 something, comes with back pouch, comes with earpiece. Everything is complete inside, and it's the spec, even the camera. I just don't want to compare. But Samsung, when it comes to promo, I don't understand Samsung anymore. When it comes to all these promotional items, let me go to the promotional items now. The last time they did Blue Tag promo, that if you sell this phone, the customer stand a chance to win television, active, and the rest. I don't know how many customers in Port Harcourt that got that gift. What they kept bringing to us is a water bottle and a pen. And they brought so few of them. My customer that bought Z Flip, till today, they've not contacted that customer, no communication whatsoever. The last speaker, Rose, said something now, and nobody has even answered that one. If we just leave us, just go and face the customer that way. It's not right, sir. Samsung should try as much as possible. We are the field reps in the market. Let them encourage us with all these things. Let them help us out. You can't push us out to go and face customers. Tell the customer, communicate to customer that this is coming with this phone. When it's not time for you or Samsung to give us those gifts, they will not give it to us to hand over to the customers. And when you call them, they keep telling you one story or the other, and the gifts will not come. They say they will do Blue Tag promo. You will not see anyone at all in Port Harcourt. What they will bring is just small gifts. The big ones, the television, the freezer, you will not even see even one in Port Harcourt. So please, Samsung should look into all these things. Thank you.
Hello, madam. This thanks for the input. Is this inadequacy of gift the type of gift? I'm just trying to understand. Is it that the gift?
Talking about the S20 FE now. That doesn't
come
with
so you
any,
yes.
Then I'm talking about the gifts. Yes, I'm talking about gifts now. Telling us to communicate to customers, this particular phone is coming with this when you buy it. I saw the Z Flip since August that is supposed to come with Active 2. Till today, no communication. I've called Lagos several times. They keep telling me the gift is finished. It's finished. It's finished. So what do you want me to tell the customer? And they never brought any other thing to hand over to any customer.
All right, Ozioma, allow him respond.
Okay, so first of all, for the Z Flip promo during the BTS, for the first BTS, it's, if you look beneath the communication material, now this is not to serve as an excuse, it's not an excuse, but there are terms and conditions that apply to every one of our promos. So it's usually on the first come, first serve basis. So that's number one. So the key thing is It depends on the period in which you were able to turn over the sales of that particular Z. The items, well, I'm not disputing the fact that the mistake we made is not, we should have made enough items available. I agree entirely. But we usually put this website to know that most cases the gift items will not be enough. So it's usually on the first come, first serve basis. 2 weeks into the promo, one of the things we did was we reallocated gift items. So there were active 2 stores with Z Flip, but they were not selling. So we reallocated. I'm sincerely sorry about this. I'm just getting to know about this, but it's still not an excuse. So sorry about that. It's a good
sorry
feedback.
will not solve the problem. Are you sending any gift
I
to
agree.
us to give to the customer?
No. Unfortunately, no. So terms and conditions apply. And now, when I say, madam, can you let me talk, please? So sorry.
Can you allow me to talk?
Feel.
Hello,
I understand how she feels. No, it's she's in her right to feel this way because she's the first person, she's the one in touch with the customer. I'm not out there with her, unfortunately. So I think another problem is the way we communicate the promos. I'll talk to the marketing team so that we can cascade the way to interact with customers or the dealers regarding gift items. It's terms and conditions apply. So we are not saying that for every unit you buy, you get. The gift items are limited, so it depends on who buys first. So let's say you didn't sell that Z Flip until, let's say, hypothetically 2 or 3 weeks into the promo, and someone else already sold a couple of them to the promo. We would allocate that gift item to that person. So it depends. So I'm sorry. Like, I know my sorry is not enough. I know.
Hello, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying about this. Yeah,
hello, sir. Mine is if it's not there, you communicate with the customer because we're talking to the customer. It's like we're lying. We've made away with this gift item. I want Lagos to call the customer. Hey, sir, sorry, you bought social things. You're supposed to get this, but sorry, where it's terms and condition applied. No wahala. The customer will be happy that he's getting a call from Samsung to apologize for a failed gift. Not me always telling him with my baritone voice, sir, I've not heard from them. I've not heard from them. You should hear some other person's voice pertaining that. It's painful.
I understand, madam. I understand.
I can send you his number. You call him on Monday and apologize on my behalf.
No problem. No problem. That's fine.
Rose, we heard you.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, Deborah.
Yes. Sorry, I'm back again concerning the S20 FE.
Okay.
It's a concern. Samsung or KDS might have their reasons why they decided to send customers pre-order gift items to their house address or to their locations. I don't know the reason concerning that or behind that at all. But being in this job for a while now, there are so many things we notice about customers, especially premium customers. There is something about premium customers. If they can afford a phone that is above 200, 300,000 naira, they don't need any stress. I don't know the reason why we're saying, oh, you're buying a phone or you're making a pre-order for a particular device. Okay, we're going to give you a cover and earpiece or this or that, and then we will send it to your house address. Everybody is being security conscious right now. I don't think it's a good idea, in my opinion. I don't think, because I lost a lot of pre-orders because of that. Okay, people will ask you, we want to pre-order, what do we get? Because there's usually gift items that come to pre-order. You tell them, oh, you're going to get this, you're going to get that, but you can't pick it up in the store. It's going to be sent to you. They will say no. If that's the reason, if that's what we're getting from making a pre-order, they withdraw their pre-order, they end up not making pre-order and all. And then when it's not time for them to redeem their things, you're not telling them to go back to Samsung Plus to register their address, Samsung member to register their address for their gift items to be sent to them. I think there's so much stress from purchasing. From purchasing a phone, you're giving I think because Samsung is giving customers too much stress on this. That's my opinion, and that's what I've noticed. I say let me out. Maybe the management can look to reconsider their reasons behind all of that. Thank you.
Hello, John. This is Solomon. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, this is Solomon speaking.
Okay,
I'd
okay.
like to. Is someone trying to talk, or should I continue talking?
Continue, sir.
Okay, good. Good evening, everyone. I want to address a bit of what has been said in bits, but most especially what Deborah actually raised regarding the S20 FE. Very, very valid reason, very, very valid points. There's something I would just like to chip in, which might help as well in the field for everyone. So, in our market is actually very, very dynamic, and we have so many competitors. We have the Infinix, the Tecno, the Xiaomi, the Oppo, just like everybody has raised, and you obviously have all these competitors in your stores. There are specific models that are designed and released for specific markets. S20 FE as a fan edition is an international model. What I mean is, it's a model that is available in all markets. To make you try to understand where I'm driving this to, A3 core, right? A3 core is not. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, Solomon, go ahead.
Okay. A3 core is not being sold in Italy. It's not being sold in France. It's not being sold in the US. S20 FE is an international model. Now, S20 FE not coming with a back cover and earphones. Yes, for our market, it's literally a red flag. I know. But when we are doing a pin-to-pin comparison between the S20 FE and a competitor model, we're actually pinning it against the iPhone 12 series. Do you guys realize that the iPhone 12, the mini, the 12, the Pro, the Max, do you guys realize they don't have a charger in the box? Do you realize they don't have charger in the box? Hello? Do you realize they don't have charger in the box?
Yeah, go ahead.
And do you realize that okay, good. There's no charger in box. There's no back cover in box. There's no earphones in box.
All right, thank you, Solomon. Man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And the only thing that comes in the box is the phone. When we're trying to sell the S20 FE, it is important we do what we've always said, which has to do with customer profiling. Customer profiling. Not all customers will bend to it. But when you position your phone at the point of value proposition, and you sell those value propositions to a customer that has been profiled to be in that category, your comparison is going to be with the likes of the iPhone 12 and not the Infinix or 10. But our market is very, very different. I'm just trying to give you a different way of selling. If we are bashing a particular product that is from us and making it seem as if because of the lack of 2 items in the box, this phone is a wrong sale for the market, the impression will automatically reflect from us to the customer. Reason why I'm giving you this example is because I sold 2 of this product, this S20 FE, today. And the same objections that you have raised, which I said are very valid, were the same ones that the customers actually raised. But when I focused more on the value proposition as against another premium brand, which is the iPhone 12, side by side, the customers saw reason with it. Not all customers think the same. Don't get me wrong. Not every customer thinks the same. Not every customer will bend that way, but you can try your best. So rather than having to look at the negative side of it, let us focus on the positive side of it and communicate the strong points of it. That's what I just have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, Solomon.
Lukman, do you want
Hello,
to
good
say
evening,
something?
sir. Hello,
Okay.
sir.
Gladys.
Good evening, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, sir, I wasn't hearing well what Mr. Solomon just said. I wanted to ask, is the point he just made, if he really said the phone, the S20 FE doesn't come with a charger or the earpiece, the ear jack. Hello, sir.
Now, the Galaxy X20 FE comes with a charger inbox. Are you listening?
Okay, sir.
It
Yes,
comes
sir.
with it comes with the earpiece. Sorry, with a charger.
Okay,
With a charger.
okay, sir.
However, what Solomon was trying to say is, try as much as you can to lay emphasis on the value proposition, what the customers
On the value.
stand to benefit when they buy these devices, rather than looking at the negative part of it, or rather than looking at the fact that it does not come with an earpiece inbox. Why not talk about the benefit they stand to get when they get this device, when they buy this device? Are you listening?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hi,
Hello,
good
can you
evening.
hear
My
me,
name
sir?
is. Can you hear me, sir? Hello.
We can hear you. Please go
Hello.
ahead.
Good evening.
Good
My name is
evening.
Uju from Abuja. Okay. I just listened to what Mr. Solomon said. To be honest, yes, there is no way we can compare our phones to iPhone. This is in-house. To be honest, 80% of the people you meet out there would rather prefer iPhone to Samsung. Him telling us that iPhone 12 doesn't come with earpiece inbox or back cover or something. I don't think it's really a good thing to say to customers out there. Premium customers rather people that will go for S20 FE. If you bring iPhone 12 to them, and bring Samsung FE, and you want to compare both of them, trust me, none of them will look at Samsung. So I don't think it's a valid point for us to start comparing Samsung phones to iPhone. 80% of people out there rather prefer iPhone to Samsung, even if the iPhone is not coming with anything. This is in-house. We just need to find solutions to it. And like Deborah said, there is no way, it's not nice for us to be stressing our customers for someone to cough out above 200,000 naira to get a phone. You don't just wake up one day and decide, okay, tell this customer to do this, do that. A customer came in yesterday to get the same S20 SE. When it was time to fill his details on Samsung member, I did, or like one went through, but the second one, as I was trying, when it got to putting his ID card, because there is a place it asks you for ID card number, I think passport. If you click on passport, then it will ask you to put your passport number there. Immediately it got to that point, the customer just asked me how much is the screen of the phone. I told him that I'm not aware, but if he goes ahead with the Samsung Care Plus, that he's going to pay 22,500 naira. So like, okay, because of 22,500, he should put his ID number to the whole world for Samsung to see that. At Samsung's back end, that means they are going to see all his details there. So I don't think it's actually a good thing. In as much as we are giving them that, it's a favor, yes, we are giving, it's a privilege we are giving to them to, okay, enjoy this while it lasts, at least for the period of 1 year. If you break your screen, you pay a minimum amount of 22,500. But the stress of you going to deliver accessories to their houses, I don't think is wise. Samsung might have their reservations why they went that way, but at the same time, I think they should reconsider, because some people would rather buy those phones even without considering those things. Thank
Okay.
you.
John, can you please just let me answer with you real quick? Let me just answer with you real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Uju, thank you so much for your opinion. It's quite valid and invalid at the same time. but I want to just ask you a question. All right. If now, I like when you said in-house, so that's good. So let's keep it in-house right now. All right. And I want everybody that is listening right now to have a perception like you're not working with Samsung. Okay. You're not working with Samsung and you're not using any smartphone right now. You're not using any smartphone. If you happen to be using, for whatever reason now, an iPhone, you have iPhone users. We have iPhone users amongst us. Yes, we do. Ask any iPhone user. I can bet you 1 million naira, would you, as I'm talking to you right now. Ask any iPhone user, anyone, no matter how loyal they've been, that if tomorrow or if today they were told that they can never use an iPhone ever again in their life, which other alternative will they use? I can bet you $1 million that Samsung will be the brand that they will call. Before you hear any of them, wait, hold on. Before you will hear any of them open up their mouth to say Xiaomi, Oppo, Infinix, Techno, it means that person has been living under a rock for the past 15 years. iPhone users, right? They have a fellowship. That's what they call it. It's a fellowship. People that have been using iPhone from the very, very first generation to 3G to 3GS to 4 to 5 to 6, all the way to the 12. And they have MacBooks and they have Apple TV and they have Android boxes just for the side usage. If you ask them which other mobile phone brand will they ever use if it's not an iPhone, they will call it Samsung. Ask a Samsung loyalist the same question. You will hear them probably mention an iPhone. Why are they not mentioning other brands? Because I'm bringing it to the part where you're saying it's not fair to compare our phones with an iPhone. That's the part I'm bringing it from. If iPhone users would rather use an iPhone, and if there's no option, they would only use a Samsung. And Samsung users, if they don't want to use any other phone that is Samsung, they would use an iPhone. Then why should you be comparing yourself with Xiaomi? Why should you be offering a different value proposition compared to a brand that is not even close to what it is that you have to offer? Do you know that if you will go head to head with iPhones in terms of services, I'm not talking about features. In terms of services, if you go head to head in terms of services, Samsung versus Apple, it is easier for an Apple user to transition to a Samsung device or for a Samsung user to transition to an iPhone device than for either of those two users to go to any of these other competitors you're mentioning. That's why I said our market here in Nigeria is very dynamic. I understand that. But value proposition, my sister, is very, very key. If you don't understand what value proposition means in a sales speech, believe me, you cannot sell anything. Value proposition. Clement said something when the question about A3 core came in, that if an A3 core can do everything that the A10S can do, why would you ask someone to buy A3 core? That is where value proposition comes in. You need to understand it. It's unfortunate that we're having a virtual training. If it were to be a physical training where you can actually have feedbacks in real time so that you can see some of these things that you're asking about in terms of comparison. There's so many Apple users. Even amongst our team, there are iPhone users. But why won't an iPhone user leave an iPhone if there's no other option and go to a Techno? Why won't they do that? Because they believe that going that low means they are diminishing their value. That is their perception. So when you ask them, which other brand would you use if there is no iPhone? They will mention a Samsung. Why? Because in terms of value proposition, the only brand that is at par side by side with Apple's value offering is Samsung. So please try to understand what value proposition means and how to utilize it. Please. John, sorry, you can go on. That's just what I wanted to clear up.
Thank you,
Thank
Solomon.
you Solomon.
Thank you. John, can I say something?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. The promoters who have raised their concerns, the Samsung retail managers, Solomon, Lalaolu, Clement, and
Yeah, hello, Char. Are you still there? Okay, in that case, let me use this video to say thank you to everybody
everyone that have tried to. We thank everyone. To my promoters, I want to say.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
John, I can still hear you.
Oh, I think they were trying to make a closing speech. We're actually out of time. For the sake of time, we might have to close or end the meeting here. Solomon, thank you very much. I really appreciate your input.
For that. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Sorry for that. It's a network issue. So what I'm trying to say is that in this training, it is for us to be able to remind ourselves those unique features, those specific things, the unique selling points of our devices. When we have understanding of all this, we can be able to market very well to our customers. You know, as a salesperson, all you need to know is to understand the value you are offering so that when you are presenting this to customers, you can actually present it very well. And that is the reason why we made today's training. Are we together?
Yes, we are here. You please go ahead, please.
That is why we make today's training to be about the product's knowledge, to remind ourselves what it is. By tomorrow, when we'll be having training on sales, it's going to be power sales. Then we can see how we can actually position our products well, our devices in the market, and gain the kind of attention that we want from customers. So I must tell you, by the time you attend tomorrow's training, you will not be afraid. You will be bold to market these products to any of the users. So let's take all that we have been told today about this product. Let's take it to this market tomorrow and afterwards. Then by the time we had tomorrow's training to it, I'm sure we'll be more than equipped to sell all these products, and we'll see that there will be improvements in our sellouts. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
really appreciate it. Lookman.
And I believe that, like you said, it was a blessing.
I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who has taken part in it.
And I believe that tomorrow will be very, very good. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. The retail manager, the pro manager, our own available John today. We appreciate that job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Well done.
Thank you very much, Lukman. All right. Please, let's remember tomorrow's training. Don't forget to join or hook up with it.
All right, okay. Well done, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Let's do this tomorrow morning. No, sorry, tomorrow afternoon, like I said earlier.
Also, I want to say something, please. I know some of us experienced hiccups with the network tonight. I can assure you tomorrow will not be like this. We are going to make sure that there's improvement in the connection. A lot of people have been getting complaints. Many people could not join. Many joined, they couldn't hear anything. The audio is not working well, but I can assure you tomorrow will be better. We will make sure we work towards that. Thank you.
Definitely, I will need to get to the sound. And like you said earlier, tomorrow will be better. Thank you everyone for your support and cooperation. Let's meet up again tomorrow morning for another training. So have a beautiful night's rest, and we appreciate you guys all. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.